Students, talking about percentages, uh, first of all, the symbol. So this is the symbol for percentage, right? And when you want to bring in percent sign, to bring in, we multiply by. That means if there's a fraction, there's a decimal, and you want to convert that fraction or decimal into percentage, you will have to multiply with 100. For example, if I want to bring in a percent sign, when I say bring in, it means that the question will say convert 5 upon 8 into percentage. What you do? You will do 5 upon 8 multiply by simply just multiply by 100 and the answer will come in percentage. So now after that, we can divide these numbers. Like we know that by 25, we can easily cancel 25 for 4 425 is 100. So 425 and 4 right? And after that, what you can do? You can multiply 5 in 25. 25 5 that's 125 upon 2. And then the answer will come with percent sign. Okay. So this is what happens when you bring in a percent sign. If you want to remove percent sign, divide by 100. That is divide by 100. So like for example, you want to convert 35% into, let's say it is 35% into 9, 5% into a fraction, so it will be 35 upon 100. And 35 upon 100 is 35, 5 to the 10 and 0, 7 upon 20. So 35% is converted into a fraction. So that is 7 upon 20. All right. This way, in order to bring in percent sign, multiply by 100. In order to remove percent sign, divide by 100. The next is that you should know that, for example, you are asked 45% of a number. Let's say 300. You are asked how much is the value of 45% of 300. So 45% of 300 would be 45 upon 100 multiply by. So then thereafter zeros are cancelled and 45 into 3 5s are 55, 4 is a 12 and 1. Okay. This is how. So 45 into 3, that is 135. All right. So this is how we convert. We get 45% of 300. 45 into 3 upon. So 45 into 3 would be 135. Okay. That is the answer. See, children, the next question is question number 7. What percent of? What percent of? The question is what percent of? And I am taking the number that is the C part. I'm taking the C part in which it is 8 hours of 2 days. So here we find that the different units are there. Okay. What percent of 8 hours is 2 days? So what we say? We say let the required percent be X. So X percent it is, right? Now, if it is X percent, that means X percent of 8 hours is 2 days. But as you know, the units are different. So what we do is we convert them into same units. Multiply 8 equal to 2 into 24. Because 1 day is 24 hours, so I'm converting these into hours. After that, we can simplify it. Like 25 is 100. Then we transfer the terms from one side to another. 2 into 24 into 25 whole upon 2 and 2 can cancel. So x is equal to 20 into 25 and get the answer. Now you're supposed to solve the sum. Then there's one question number 10, which you should understand. That is saying a 15% increase in the price of a sari. So here we don't know the actual price of the sari. We are asked that, and we know that after the 15% increase, the value of the sari becomes 115. So we say, let the original price be X. Let the
Sir,
original,
1600.
okay, fine. This answer,
Yes, sir.
okay, that's fantastic. So let the original price be X. All right. So the original price is X. And as per the question, what is happening? There's an increase of 15%. So we can say as per the question, X, 50% of X, the value is 115. So it forms an equation. We will solve this equation in order to get the answer. Plus 15 upon 100. X is equal to 5. So here comes the usage of the concept that if the denominators are different, we have to take the LCM and then solve. Remember, take the LCM, the denominators equal. We'll multiply 100 in both numerator and denominator. So 100x plus 15x upon 100 is equal to 1. Thereafter, you can solve it and get the answer. I will not explain it further, or I can if you say so. Anyone has a problem in this, in solving this?
No, sir.
And the original price will be 100 rupees. The original price of the sari is 100 rupees.
100.
115 and upon 100 will come. And when you shift 115 and 100 on the other side, then we'll take the reciprocal. And once you take the reciprocal, 115 upon 100 x 115. So x is equal to
1.
will come in the denominator. So x is equal to 100. Original price of the sari would be 100. Okay. Now see children, that was talking about the percentages questions. Now let's come to simple interest. So simple interest, there are a few formulae which you should know. The very first one is the amount. Amount is equal to P plus I. That is one formula. From this, we can get two more. Principal is equal to minus interest, and interest is equal to
A minus B.
yeah. You have to understand, children, when we are talking about the concept of interest, principal, and amount, our, our decision of using the formula depends on what we are given. So if you are given that the amount is there and the interest is given, amount and interest is given and principal is asked, so obviously you will be using this formula. But if you don't know the amount, then in that case, we will be using the concept of interest. And in that case, the given thing will also be different. So be very careful, understand what you are giving, and with the help of that, you can solve and get the answer. So here, let's talk about the question. Because simple calculation of interest, everybody will be able to do. Equal to P into R into P upon 100. Let me write that formula also. The simple interest or only interest is principal into rate into time upon 100. Right. So I am doing one question, which is like, okay, question number 2, which is saying what sum of money lent out at 10% per annum, that means the rate is 10%, would produce 150. That means the money which is produced is 150. That means it is the interest. How will you come to know that it is the interest? Because the money which is produced, the extra money which is generated, that is the interest. The money which remains as it is the principal. The money which grows, the money which changes, the money which is produced is the is 150 and time is equal to 5 years. We know the interest is there, rate is there, time is there, then obviously we are supposed to use the formula for principal as I into upon R into T. is equal to interest into 100 upon R into T. This formula is also from we are getting it from there. Nothing new. Then substitute the values. Interest is 150 into 100 upon R into T. 10 into 5. Cancellation can be done. 0. So the answer comes as the answer is 300. So 300 is the okay. That is question number 2 for you.
Sir,
I
P
will,
is equal to,
yes, the
you have
principal is equal to 300. Principal is equal to 300. In the similar manner, you can be asked to calculate the rate or time when the interest and time is given, and maybe the principal is given. You may be asked to calculate the rate, or you may be asked to calculate the time. So there are two more questions of this topic which we will discuss. I hope everyone has written all this much.
Yes, sir, it is.
Very good. So, children, as you know, this is the revision class, so you have to be a little fast. The topic has already been explained, so therefore, you should be in a position to understand it better. And now, let us discuss question number 4. Now, question number 4 says that in how much time will a certain sum be 1.5 times the principal? 1.5 times the principal. That is the hint. So when it is said that it is going to be 1.5 times the principal, what is 1.5 times the principal? That is the amount. The money which we are going to get after a certain period of time will be 1.5 times the principal. So 1.5p. Now we have to find out the time in this, in how much time. What we'll do, in place of A, we will write P plus I equal to 1.5. All right. Then we know that interest, we will keep only interest on this side. We will shift it that side. Because wherever like terms are there, we can add or subtract the like terms. So 1.5 minus 1. Because this is 1p only. So remember, we are subtracting. So it gives us 0.5p. Is 0.5p here. All right. So interest is equal to 0.5p. Now let us represent interest with p into r into t 100 is equal to 0.5p. The formula for interest is this only p into r into t. So we are replacing I with p into r into t on 100. Now, in this principal rate and time, we know that the rate is 10%. So let's put 10% as the rate. So 10 into time on 100 is equal to 0.5p. Our objective is to find out the value of the time. How much time will it take? So time, we will leave time here, shift all the terms from one side to another. If you're shifting it from one side to another, be very careful. Whatever is in the denominator at one side, when it goes the other side, it will become the numerator. And whatever is in the numerator will go other side as denominator. In other terms, we will take the reciprocal. Okay, now see, all are being multiplied with one another. 0.5p means 0.5 into p, then into 100. So we can cancel this p with p, then this 0 with this 0. What we have got now is 0.5 into 10. Now, if you multiply 0.5 with 10, you will get time equal to 5 years. This is how we will get the answer time equal to 5 years. I hope everyone has understood. Add to it, as in this question you were given, the money becomes 1.5 times the principal. Here, you may also be asked, money is doubled, money is triple. For example, the money becomes triple, so A is equal to 3p. The money becomes 2 times p. Or money becomes 2.5 times, 2.5 times, so A will be 2.5p. Like that, we have to solve the sum. The rest of the steps will remain the same. only the subtraction. You have to be careful here, like 1.5p and 1. So you are subtracted, you got 0.5. If it is something different, maybe 3, 2, 1. So that depends. All right. Now let us take out another question. Children, remember to write along with me and also because as I told you earlier also, this is the revision time. You have to be a little quick so that we can cover up maximum portion. So, yes, children. Now here we are. Let's pick up another question. That is question number 5, which I'll not solve completely, but I would like you to pay attention to such a question as well. At what rate percent per annum? That means we have to find out the rate. Will rupees 800. So that means this is the principal money. Will rupees 800 amount to, that means amount is given as rupees 1000. Okay. Amount to 1000 in 2 years. That means the time is 2 years. Children, it's very important to learn how to extract meaningful information from the question. And whatever is your question from that, how well you are able to extract the meaningful information and use it for your own purpose. And you have to understand your purpose is very important. That your purpose at the moment is to find out the rate. So in order to fulfill that purpose, how you can extract meaningful information. So we have found principal 800, amount 1000. Did we decide that 800 is the principal? We say that at what percent per annum will rupees 800 amount? Clear है कि 800 amount to मतलब principal is 800, amount is 1000. So we will first find out the interest. So yes, can anyone tell me what would be the formula for interest in this case?
Amount minus principal.
Excellent, excellent. Amount minus principal. Here you cannot apply P into R into C. So we can find out interest by a simpler way, in that amount minus principal. So that is 1000 minus 800, that is 200. And so interest is 200. Now we have to find the rate. Our objective is to find out the rate. And to find out the rate, we will apply the formula. Rate is equal to
I into 100 upon P into T.
Very good. Excellent. So I into 100 upon P into T. I is 200 into 100 upon P into T. Now P is 800. Don't write
Into 2.
into 2. That is the time. So you can calculate now these two will cancel. 2 ones are 1 0 0. Again, if you observe this kind of cancellation of 108, we are doing it for the fourth time. I think it's the third or the fourth, at least fourth time we may be doing 4 2s and 425. You must remember, and 25 upon 2 will be nothing but 12.5. When you're giving the answer, it may be in decimals or it may be in base 2. Okay, so our final answer, the rate is 12.5%. That is from exercise 8.4. Now let us discuss a few questions on. All right. So let us discuss a few questions of loss. To begin with, I'm writing a few formulae which are very, very important for your exams point of view. So learn it very, very nicely. So whenever the selling price is greater than the cost price, the selling price, if a person has purchased, if he has bought some article for 100 rupees and he's keeping it and then selling it after some time for, let's say, 150 rupees. So the money he has spent to buy some article, that becomes the cost price, and the money which he's getting after the selling price. The selling price, if the selling price is greater than cost price, there is profit. And if cost price is greater than selling price, there is loss. Okay. So the formula for profit is selling price minus cost price. And the formula for loss is cost price minus price. Okay, all of you write the formulae, learn them by heart, and there should be no confusion in the formulae. Quickly write them down. Then there are a couple of more formulae because this is mostly based on formulae. Okay. So profit and loss I have written. So I'll write now profit percent and loss percent formula. Profit percent is profit upon cost price multiply by 100, and then loss percent is equal to loss upon cost price multiply by, right? These are the two formulas. Actually, there are plenty of formulae. But if you learn the method, how it is coming, so like profit percent or loss percent, by what is the difference? Formula. Mein. The only difference is profit percent में profit upon cost price है और loss percent में loss upon cost price है. तो इन दोनों formula को एक साथ ही learn करना है. You have to learn them together. You don't have to think they are two different formulae. They are actually one formula only. The only difference is अगर profit है तो profit percent formula में profit upon cost price आ गया. Loss percent है तो loss percent में loss upon cost price आ गया. Simple. Upon cost price दोनों में है. Multiply by 100 भी दोनों में. The only difference is of profit and loss. तो दो अलग-अलग formula मानने के बजाय एक ही formula मानना चाहिए. Now the selling price and cost price formula. Again, if you observe, then you will not feeling that there are more formulae. You will feel that no, there's a similarity. Now see, selling price is equal to cost price 100 profit percent whole upon 100. Question: testing your knowledge on calculation of selling price or cost price when the profit percent or loss percent is given is bound to come in the exam. So selling price when see cost price into 100 plus profit percent upon 100 हुआ, or when there is a loss given to the
into 100 minus loss
100
percent
minus
upon 100.
अब यहाँ पे आप इसको पूरे के पूरे फॉर्मूले को अलग से मानोगे तो बात अलग है, but if you look at it the way the formulae are there, the structures are same, so just there's a difference of 100 plus profit percent to 100 minus. Another thing to remember is that first you have to solve the bracket and then cost price is equal to selling price into 100 upon 100 plus profit percent, and the other side will be 100 minus, if you are asked the cost price and you are given with the loss percent, so this would be the formula. Selling price into 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. Quickly calculate using this formula. Now we proceed on the questions. I hope everyone has written the formula, and just whenever you get time to revise them, just revise. And it's very important to keep revising. Whatever may be the subject, it is always important to revise. The more you revise, the better you will be able to retain. Okay. If you think that you're just going to learn it and learn after, and you leave a lot of gap between relearning that particular topic, then it will be difficult for you to absorb. On the other hand, if you repeat it, if you revise it again and again, you will be in a better position to retain. All right. One important thing I would like to tell you: if you really want to memorize something, then it's a good idea to teach it. Okay, it may be anyone. You may learn a topic and you think that okay, how much I know, how much I don't know. I want to retain it for the exam purpose. What you do, you learn that topic, prepare it, and try to teach it to someone. Maybe your mother, father, grandmother, grandmother, anyone. Just try to teach them. Even if they are understanding or not understanding, if they are understanding, well and good. If they are not understanding, still I will teach them कि हाँ, I'll teach you today. Mommy, please आप मेरे साथ बैठ जाओ. listen to what I'm saying. And then even if you are able to explain the topic to them in a good way, they will be very, very happy. Okay, this is my promise that whoever is your family member, whoever you are teaching, that person will feel that yes, my child has learned. Okay, that gives immense pleasure, immense joy to parents when they realize yes, my kid is learning something. He's learning, है ना? Because what do you think? They will be very happy or not? Yeah, anyone can tell?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
They will be happy. They will
They will
see
be
that
happy.
we are giving fees and they are learning something.
Yeah, the fees is okay. Fees is a secondary thing. For me, what is important is your parents' main intention is that you should learn. है ना? You should learn something new, something good. So definitely, if it is a subject knowledge, they will be very, very. Just try it once and let me know your feedback. All right, let us quickly start with the questions. So here we have got find the selling price, find the cost price. So that, you have to apply the formula and solve the sums. There is a question of the cost price of 60 notebooks is equal to the selling price of 12 notebooks. In that kind of question, you can say let the selling price of one article be 1 rupee and then go ahead with solving that. At the moment, I'm taking up question number 6. In case you have any problem, you can say. But I am changing this question a little bit. I'm modifying it by selling table for rupees, a table for rupees 1320. A trader gains how much? 10%. Now I'm saying at what price? At what price should he sell? At what price should he sell to gain 25%? Okay. Now I'm giving you 2 minutes to solve. Okay. Children, so if you want to solve this, what you need to understand is selling price is 1320, gain is 10%. Now we are asking the question at what price should you sell it to gain 25%. So without the cost price, we will not be able to solve this sum completely. So we need to find out the cost price. Yes, sir. Now the cost price is equal to selling price upon 100 plus as it is a gain percent, so it is gain percent or profit percent, they going to do the same. Selling price 1320 multiplied with 100 whole upon 100.
The selling price is 1200. 1200.
Very good, very good. Ananya has got the answer. My Wi-Fi is gone. अरे यार बंद करके रखा था क्या? Okay, beta. Okay, fine. Thank you. Let's see. I'm doing it. Ah, it's connected, I think. Good. Faiz, so nice of you. इससे भी connect कर दो? नहीं, not needed. This works well. Quiet, please. Okay. Yes. So see, children, now this is the sum 1320 to 100 upon 100 plus 10. Remember that we have to add 110. That is something which is very, very important. At times, students cancel 100 with 100. So that is not at all to be done. You cannot cancel this 100 with 100 because it is not the common denominator. And so we need to first multiply 1320 into 100. First, you do 100 plus 10, that is 110. Now the cancellation is 11 ones are, you do 11 ones are, 2 is remaining, and 0. So 120 into 2, you get 12. Now this is our cost price. Now, once you get the cost price, you have to calculate the selling price, which will get you a gain of 25%. Okay, so you have to get the value. The value of the selling price, okay, so that you get a profit of 25%. Then this question becomes very good because it is testing your knowledge for both the formula for cost price and then formula for selling price. So in one question, we are asked two formulas. Therefore, this becomes an important and a meaningful question. Now, we have calculated the selling price. So selling price formula is equal to cost price 100 plus profit percent. Okay. Now that is the cost price we have got 1200 into 100 plus profit percent. Profit percent is what? 25%. 100 plus 25 on 100. Zeros cancel. 12 into 25. That will be the answer. Okay. So that
1500.
will
Sir, rupees 1500.
be 1500. That's really good. That's really good. So about chapter 9. Chapter 9 is understanding shape, right? Understanding. In that, there are various properties, and each and every property has its own importance. For example, the first property is the vertically opposite angles are vertically opposite angles are always formed when two lines are intersecting other. So in this case, we find that here there are two pairs of vertically opposite angles, and they will be another. So what kind of a question can be asked? If it is a one mark question, it would be, for example, this is 47 and this is x. Find the value of x. The question would be find the value of x. Now you can see that they are vertically opposite angles, and so angle x degrees. That is a straightforward one mark question. Now, the moment you are given a different situation, the level of the question has risen. Level. The level is risen. How far above? Because it is tested things of yours, knowledge based, like two things. One, the concept of vertically opposite angle. Second, it is testing how well you can solve the equation. Because when vertically opposite angles are equal, then these two one another. X minus plus, right? Whenever I give a question of this kind, I will be saying find the value. I will be saying find the value of x. I will not be saying find x, right? Because Yashika, because if I say find x, the fish would say, sir, here is x. Right, Kapish? If I ask you a question like this, find x, so you would say, here is x. Find the value. Isn't it, Kapish? Would that be done? Yes. So that smile, what came after understanding the logic, is priceless. So, children, that brings us to the end of today's class. We will meet again in the next class and continue from here onwards. All right? So goodbye and
Thank you,
God
sir.
bless you
Bye,
all.
sir.
Have
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
all of
Bye,
you
sir.
have a
Thank
nice
you,
Have a
day
sir.
good day,
and
sir.
keep practicing maths and keep striving hard and keep striving to be good in the subject. Goodbye and God bless you all. Thank you.